Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Hundley. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Hundley. Open man, here's Foster. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll set up a throw. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Cooper Kupp with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Check.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Newton. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
That was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, and that's how they. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride.
Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 38, Newton. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. First down, the run with Lynch. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't good.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 59 yards.
First down, Arizona.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Bengals 7. Matt Prater.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, Lynch. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 31-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Cardinals 14.
Ready, 7. 51. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch, switch. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
From the 31, Hundley. And this one complete to Reed. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Back to throw now on first down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
50 the money. Get in the weight room.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
20.
Newton now to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run to Marshawn Lynch. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill. Gun.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is Newton. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They run. Lynch pushing, but he is not going to get there. They stop him short.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is alive. And now look at him go. The 30, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Prater for the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. 2nd and 10. Newton again. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. They'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll drop to throw. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Gun.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Eight. Great.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Caught by Allen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Newton now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Gets it into the hands of Allen on the jet sweep. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Great.
From the 40 now on second down. Newton. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. Looking for Woods that time.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Hundley. It's complete. It's Miller. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now it's Miller.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
On the ready. 51. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Throwing, Hundley. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hundley now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check the backer. Check the backer.
From the 24, Hundley. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And some space here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Caught on the right side, Reed. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Hundley now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. This is Miller. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Hundley. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The Cardinals on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You ain't doing nothing. 20.
Throwing again. Newton, flush to his right. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man. Complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jason Verrett, he'll get the sack as he provides the heat off the corner. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
2 times, 2 times. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going up top for Kupp. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Here we go.
From the 50, Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Ready? Ready? Hey! Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Let's go. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. That's right. Hey.
Newton on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Allen, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Newton. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, defense.
Again, Newton. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try. One last throw here for Newton. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer, Tim Karen, said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Cardinals, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall to defeat for the 2nd time this season. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.
Ladies and gentlemen,